With Fallout 76 coming in just a couple weeks, a lot of people out there are excited for it. Unless I think you are, in fact, like a Bethesda fan, and you're kind of wondering how Todd Howard is going to screw it up and how the game is going to break lore, which it already has in regards to the power armor. That's been a thing. And now we're seeing nuclear war experts are unhappy with how Fallout 76 is portraying nukes. Because you know, it's a fictional game where nukes took everyone out, and then people lived in vaults that were all based around 1950s Americana aesthetics. You know, then we had rad roaches and death claws. Death claws, right? What are they even? What are death claws even meant to be? But that's an argument for another time. Anyway, this should be entertaining. Now, it says here, nukes are one of the biggest features coming to Fallout 76, scattered in silos across Appalachia. These nukes can be launched by players who succeed in piecing together their launch codes. It's very difficult to actually kill human players with them, as they issue a sizable advance warning to everyone to give ample time for players to vacate the target area. However, if their primary purpose is to create a temporary irradiated zones filled with dangerous enemies and rare resources, some nuclear experts are apparently unhappy with the portrayal of Fallout 76 nukes. So the goal there is you launch a nuke not to kill other players because they get ample warning, which is stupid, by the way. That's stupid, right? That's stupid to me. If I'm launching a nuke, I want to launch the nuke at people who may not know that I'm launching a nuke at them, right? If North Korea can fire off an ICBM and it could potentially hit the United States in 30 minutes, or any target in 30 minutes, you know, then freaking Fallout 76 should not make that a thing. I think, again, I know they're trying to do away with griefing, but that's just kind of dumb. Now, the so-called nuke loop is a late game gameplay mechanic in Fallout 76, which will theoretically allow players to gather high valuable resources. Speaking to Variety about this mechanic during a recent press event, they said here, as you get high level, you get the nuke code and set it off. It changes the area into a much higher level area. We see that as a repeatable new content loop. Now, that is fascinating in regards to how you're going to be able to go get the high-end gear. It's like you got to go piece together the launch codes, fire off the nuke, go in there, fight dangerous enemies. Kind of like opening an Oblivion gate, really, is what it feels like to me, but just with nukes, which is actually kind of cool, to be fair. It is. It's pretty cool. But again, why are people upset about this? It's a video game. I just would like to reiterate the fact, video games are not real life, friends. Video games are not real. You play them with your controller. I was playing Call of Duty Blackout all night last night. I didn't actually kill those people. I'm sure I wanted to because some of them creeped the hell out of me, but that's the point. Anyway, it says here, nuclear war specialists are unhappy, saying while some fans initially raised concerns over the potential griefing with nukes, it seems that some people have other concerns. First, okay, you know, here's the thing. Griefing in video games is a thing. All right. You know, it's a thing. It's funny to do sometimes if it's done the right way. I can understand, you know, how they're trying to navigate this particular system with Fallout 76, but at the same time, no, it just needs to be like, you know, let people, if you're going to open up a sandbox with nukes, let the nukes be nukes. All right. Cause you got to nuke something. So you might as well let it play out. Now, namely, the portrayal of nukes in Fallout 76 could trivialize nuclear war, saying ICBMs are not fun or funny, says Tom Nichols, the author of No Use, Nuclear Weapons and the U.S. National Security, and a professor at the U.S. Navy War College. Nichols recently spoke with Motherboard about the portrayal of nukes in Fallout 76. So you have a dude who doesn't like nuclear weapons, which I understand. I mean, nuclear weapons ultimately are just, you know, they're not good. But this is a video game. ICBMs are not fun or fun. Thanks, Dad. Right? Could you just imagine this guy coming home and finding his children playing Fallout 76? And he's like, oh, kids, what are you playing right now? Oh, Dad, we're playing Fallout 76. It's so cool. I got all these codes. I'm going to go launch the nuke. You what? Children, I need to sit you down and talk to you about the dangers of nuclear warfare. People understand nuclear warfare. You can go look up a photo of that dude from Hiroshima, or is it Nagasaki? One of the two, I forget. I think it's Hiroshima, whose shadow is literally cooked into a wall, right? Like the dangers of nuclear warfare are not unknown. We've seen what happens, which is why so many people out there don't want it to happen again. We've seen what happens when we drop this on a civilian population, and those were atomic bombs, right? Just imagine the devastation if we actually did this crap now. It would be terrible. No one is advocating for nuclear war. This game is just taking the piss out of the Cold War and all of the propaganda from the 50s and all that crap. It's like, do you not get fun, Tom Nichols? Probably not. But then again, you're serious about nuclear war, and I can respect that. Now, it says here, although Nichols, who himself is a fan of, he's a fan of the series. Okay. Okay, come on. Now you're just trolling me, sir. He acknowledges that nukes have had a long role in the past Fallout games, but he apparently draws the line at the changes in Fallout 76, saying, "It's one more reason I won't be playing the game. ICBMs are not fun. They created the hellish world your player is in. Launching them for laughs is a complete violation of the sense of the game. I think if you really want to zing Bethesda, give him hell for taking one of the most literate, well-written franchises in gaming history and turning it into another way that teenage griefers can go around nuking each other." Oh, he's just salty. He's just upset he's going to get nuked. You can tell this is a guy. You can tell this is a guy who has probably spent a lot of time in some MMOs and maybe built up some stuff and ended up losing it. Maybe he spent a lot of time in Ark. He built a base. It got taken down. He's just mad. Because the thing is, the nukes are going to take out the campsite. So if you don't get a chance to disassemble your campsite, which I'm pretty sure is going to be pretty easy, it will destroy the campsite, right? Like there's that. That's kind of what they're doing. Is like they're saying, oh, well, it's going to be hard to kill players in the game, but you can go out there and, take out their bases, which of course they have to scavenge for parts. It's because this dude is so pissy about this, right? Like he's just kind of being like, I want to play the game even more. Like his anger makes my desire to play it even greater. Specifically, so I could find him in the game and be like, "Hey, Tom, what time is it? It's fat boy time." Hey, look, it's creating essentially an Oblivion gate to go into a higher level zone for a new nuke loop, new loot loop, whatever you want to call it. That's nothing wrong with that. But this guy's really just whiny for the sake of being whiny. Now it says here, there's perhaps a conversation to be had about potential or the portrayal of nuclear weapons in video games. However, Nichols doesn't appear to be hugely well informed about Bethesda's strict anti-griefing measures. The studio has made it clear that they take these issues very seriously and have implemented some extremely severe punishments for griefing. Of course, it's also very difficult to actually kill other players with nukes, but that's not really what they're there for. In fact, after all, they may play a key role in Fallout 76's story campaign, and I'm sure they probably will. At some point play a big part into the campaign. No NPCs, but it's still Fallout. I still am not a fan of the no NPC thing, but whatever. This is one of the things that kind of cracks me up. This guy is unhappy not because of necessarily the portrayal of nukes, right? He's framing it underneath that. It's like, well, ICBMs are not fun. He's not framing it that way. What he's upset about is the fact that he could be griefed while playing Fallout 76. And yes, that might be a fear. Everyone is looking at the possibility of Fallout 76 being just a griefing machine. And I don't know about you, but I'm kind of okay with that. It's one of the only games where I'm like, yeah, bring it on. Bring it on. Like, let's see where this goes. Like, let's have fun with this. Now, not cheating griefing, but it's like, 4v4 and whatever, going up against other teams. Let's see what goes on. Could you just imagine, how funny it would be to actually nuke a team of 4 people that are just chilling, they're not paying attention, right? That's why they should do away with that early alert system. Okay, send out a warning, nukes are coming, right? Nukes are coming. And they're like, because think about the paranoia that would happen with that. That's the coolest thing about that. Think about this. You got your campsite. You're hanging with your friends, you're automatically playing music or whatever the hell it is. For some reason, that's in the game. And then all of a sudden, the alert goes off. That early alert system goes off. And you're like, oh, damn. And you're like, oh, no, okay. We don't know where it's going. Start packing. Run for cover. You don't know where the nuke is going. You don't know where it's going to be. And that paranoia just makes your fucking sphincter go tight, right? It makes that happen, and then it just heightens everything else in the game. It's so it's like a weird twisted version of autoerotic asphyxiation, Fallout style. All I'm saying is they're making a bigger deal out of this than it needs to be, and I'm gonna have fun playing the game when it comes out. Mostly because it's gonna make people like Tom Nichols really upset, and for some reason, I'm entirely on board with that.